In the previous lecture, we have discussed about the radius ratio rule, और हम लोगों ने कैलकुलेट करके बताया था आपको कि coordination number of a crystal that is related to size ratio of the cation to anion. R plus by R minus here is the ratio of cation to anion, radius ratio. So if you have a coordination number 2, this value is less than 1.155. For the coordination number 3, this value comes as from 0.155 to 0.225. And for the coordination number 4, this value comes as from 225 lower limit and up to 0.414. For the coordination number 6, you have this value from 0.414 to 0.732, 0.732 to 1, and then you have the coordination number 8. And for more than 8, 1, if the radius ratio becomes more than 1, then you have the coordination number equals to 12. So in case of ionic solids, this coordination number of a cation is related to the size ratio of cation to anion. We have calculated up to coordination number 4 in the tetrahedral geometry. Now we can calculate how this 0.414 comes for the coordination number of 6. So for the 6 coordination number, you can draw a diagram like this way. There are 4 balls in the plane, one above, another below. So this is your void. So in this void you have the balls. Now I can join this one to make them square. And this is the midpoint of the square. So if this, we can form a triangle like this way, and a perpendicular drawn here bisect this perpendicular angle and it becomes 45 degree. अब हम लोग इसका कुछ नाम दे देते हैं, जैसे O, A, B और ये C, और इस ट्रायंगल को पिक्चर से बाहर ले लेते हैं. यहाँ पर ये 45 डिग्री है, ये वैल्यू हमारा R माइनस के बराबर है और ये R माइनस जोड़ R प्लस के बराबर है. क्योंकि ये छोटा सा रेडियस इसमें, ये जो दिख रहा है ये कैटायन का रेडियस है, तो R प्लस भी इसमें आ गया और R माइनस भी इसमें. तो हम लोग लिख सकते हैं इसके लिए कि cos 45 डिग्री इक्वल्स टू R माइनस डिवाइडेड बाय R प्लस जोड़ R माइनस, या 1/√2 इक्वल्स टू R माइनस बटे R प्लस जोड़ R माइनस, और √2 इक्वल्स टू R प्लस जोड़ R माइनस डिवाइडेड बाय R माइनस, और 1 प्लस R प्लस बाय R माइनस. So the value of R plus to R minus equals to √2 minus 1, and that is 141 minus 1, and this value comes as 414. So in the coordination number 4, there are 4 balls in the plane and one above, another below. So you have an octahedral case here in like this way. This is your octahedral geometry, like this way. So in this case the value is 0.414. So for the 4 coordination number, the maximum value comes as 0.414, and this is a minimum value for the coordination number 6. So in this way we have calculated 0.155 for the coordination number 3 as the minimum value, 0.225 as the coordination number minimum value for 4, and 0.414 for the minimum value for the coordination number of 6. Now we can have some examples how this data is useful to predict the coordination number. A simple example I can have.
Start.
So I have written a numerical here कि 2 आयन है, एक A प्लस है, दूसरा B माइनस है, जो CCP लैटिस में अरेंज्ड है, और उसमें जो उनके आयनिक रेडियाई हैं उनका वैल्यू यहाँ दिया हुआ है। ए के लिए है 82 पिकोमीटर और बी के लिए है ये 200 पिकोमीटर। टू आयंस ए एंड बी, ए प्लस एंड बी माइनस फॉर CCP lattice and their radii are 82 picometer and 200 picometer respectively. What would be the coordination number? ये सिंपल क्वेश्चन है, तो आप यहाँ पे r plus by r minus का वैल्यू निकालिए। तो दिस वैल्यू विल कम एज 82 पिकोमीटर डिवाइडेड बाय 200 पिकोमीटर। 1 पिकोमीटर इज 10 to the power minus 12 meter. So this value comes as approximately 0.44. So you can find the range now. For the coordination number 6 we have range from 0.414 to 0.732. From the radius ratio rule you can have this range. So the coordination number here would be 6. So this is your answer. I can have some another question. Question number 2 here. It says that Br minus has the size of 195 picometer and it is arranged in CCP lattice point, arranged at CCP lattice points. What would be the size of octahedral and tetrahedral voids? तो अभी हम लोगों ने देखा है कि octahedral void में जो साइज है वो r that is equals to 0.414 into r and this r is for the larger ion Br minus, so 0.414 into 195 picometer for the octahedral, and for the tetrahedral it would be the size of the cation that can be here is 0.225 into 195 picometer. So this value is 43.875 picometer, and obviously this will be something larger and approximately equals to 0.80 picometer. So in this way you can find the size of the octahedral and tetrahedral voids that is formed in the CCP lattice. There are many questions given in the textbooks or any practice book which you can solve from the radius ratio rule. We can proceed for another topic which is a very important in the solid state to solve the numericals. Density of a crystal. Now what's the density of the crystal means and what is its use? Density is defined as mass per unit volume. So any substance, like suppose this is the pen, it's a lighter and it has some volume and has some mass. Mass divided by volume is the density. So with this formula we can find the different arrangement types, Avogadro number values and other things in the solid state. So a solid, for a crystalline solid, density of the crystal equals to density of the unit cell. This is most important thing. Density of the crystal is equals to density of the unit cell. Now suppose our cube is the unit cell, either in the form of primitive or in the BCC or in the FCC. For the cubic unit cell, L is the length of the unit cell, volume equals to L cube, And what is the mass of this unit cell? So mass of the unit cell is equals to Z into mass of the atom arranged. Or I can write that this as Z into M. M is the actual mass. And what is Z? Z is called packing parameter. Packing parameter. Like for the primitive cell, Z equals to 1. For the body centered, Z equals to 2. And for the face centered, it's a 4. This we have discussed it earlier. So your in this formula, density of the unit cell, I can write here as rho equals to M L cube into Z, or I can write this as M into Z, capital M, sorry, that is for molar mass, and divided by Avogadro number into L cube. So I think all of you should remember this formula. Rho equals to M. M is the molar mass. Molar mass, that means mass of the 1 mole, 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 particles, either in the form of atoms or ions, whatsoever be. And if it is being divided by Avogadro number, this becomes the mass of the one atom. So general formula we are using here is rho equals to M into Z divided by Na. Na is the Avogadro number and the length of the unit cell. Use of this formula. Density we can measure very easily by measuring the mass of this pen or any object, any solid, any NaCl crystal or anything like that, and we can measure it the volume also and the mass also. So from which we can find the density here. Rho is known for many substances like copper, iron, everything. So if rho is known, a known parameter, then we can find the molar mass. This is the first thing what we can obtain from this formula. First, molar mass. Second, packing parameter. Packing parameter. So you can imagine this molar mass. Suppose we are saying the copper has a molar mass of 63.5 gram per mole. So how is it being determined? This determination earlier is from the chemical reaction method, but nowadays this can be determined with the help of X-ray crystallography and solid state. If you know the density, you know the packing parameter, Avogadro number is known, and with the help of X-ray diffraction technology, we can find the length of the unit cell. Then we can easily find the molar mass. We can solve some numerical based on this equation. Second is packing parameter. This is also very important. How can you determine, judge whether the cell is primitive, body centered or face centered? It depends on the, simply you cannot go into the solid and look into the solid and say these are the face center which is being arranged and occupied by some crystal atoms. So you cannot say like that. So it is the parameter which is being determined either through the diffraction, X-ray diffraction technology or through this calculation. Third, you can also determine the Avogadro number. This is a very important. Avogadro number calculation is also not an easy task. So you can find the Avogadro number value, near value of 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 from the solid state parameters. And fourth, that is also important, you can find the length of the unit cell. Length of the unit cell from this value. So this equation is very important to find these four parameters: molar mass of the solid, packing parameter, Avogadro number and length of the unit cell. So I had given a simple question from this density formula. A body-centered cubic element of density 10.3 gram per cm cube has a cell edge length of 300 picometer. What is the atomic mass of the element? This is the first thing that we can calculate from the density formula. So density rho, that is can be written as Z into m divided by L cube into Avogadro number. Now in this formula what is given here? Density का मान दिया हुआ है 10.3 ग्राम पर cm क्यूब. यूनिट्स को साथ में जरूर लिखना है जब भी आप कैलकुलेशन करें. Z का मान यहाँ पर क्या होगा, तो ये भी देखिए दिया हुआ है, यहाँ पे ये क्लू है, बॉडी सेंटर्ड क्यूबिक BCC, और BCC में Z का मान 2 होता है, तो 2 हमने लिख दिया. यहाँ पर m, लेंथ इज गिवन एज 314 पिकोमीटर, यानी 314 into 10 to the power minus 12 meter. Or in case of centimeter, I should write it here because here the data given is in centimeter. So 10 to the power minus 10 centimeter. और इसका हम लोग को क्यूब ले लेना है. अब इसमें जो एवोगाड्रो नंबर का वैल्यू है वो आप ले लीजिए 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 पर मोल. सभी चीजों के यूनिट्स ठीक से लिखने चाहिए. जैसे यहाँ डेंसिटी ग्राम पर cm क्यूब में है, तो यहाँ पे हम लोग पिकोमीटर को भी सेंटीमीटर में लिखेंगे, और एवोगाड्रो नंबर का भी यूनिट मोल इनवर्स होता है, तो ये भी हम लोग लिखेंगे. और अब यहाँ m का मान 3.14 into 10 to the power minus 8, इसका क्यूब 6.022 सेंटीमीटर क्यूब into 10 to the power 23 per mole multiplied by 10.3 ग्राम पर cm क्यूब. ये सभी चीजें हमको लिखना है और इसको डिवाइड कर देंगे 2 से. तो ये हमारा हो गया. कभी भी आप कैलकुलेशन बीच में मत किया करें, जब भी कैलकुलेशन करना हो तो एक साथ करें, क्योंकि यदि आपने यहीं पे कैलकुलेशन शुरू कर दिया और कोई गलत हो गया तो फिर आगे के स्टेप पे भी गलतियां होगी. तो इसलिए क्या करना है कि आपको m को यहाँ ले आना है इस साइड में, लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में, और बाकी सारे न्यूमेरिकल पैरामीटर्स को इधर ले जाना है. तो आपका काम हो गया. अब आपको केवल कैलकुलेशन करना है. तो 3.14 का क्यूब into 10 to the power minus 24 cm क्यूब 6.022 10 to the power 23 मोल इनवर्स into 10 to the power 3 ग्राम पर cm क्यूब. अब देखिए इसको 2 से फिर हम लोग डिवाइड करते हैं, तो सबसे पहले यूनिट्स को काट देना है. ये cm क्यूब और यहाँ cm पे -3, तो ये खत्म हो गया. और आपका यूनिट अब लास्ट में बचेगा क्या, तो ग्राम पर मोल, जिसमें हम लोग मोलर मास लिखते हैं. तो इसको हम लोग अब काट सकते हैं. ये हो गया 3.011, और ये वैल्यू 3 का आप क्यूब करेंगे तो 3 तिहाई 9 या 27, और 27 से थोड़ा सा बढ़ा लीजिए इसको, 28 29 आप लिख सकते हैं. 28 हो गया 3.00011 into 10.3. और यहाँ पे 10 पर पावर 23 है और ये 10 पर पावर 24 है, तो इसको यदि हम लोग भाग करेंगे तो ये मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो 10 to the power 1 बचेगा, यानी कि ये वैल्यू हमारा 10 नीचे चला है. तो इसको यदि हम लोग आप सॉल्व करेंगे तो 28 3.011 into 1.03 ग्राम पर मोल के बराबर हो जाएगा. और ये वैल्यू हमारा 28 लगभग वैल्यू 96 ग्राम पर मोल का आता है. तो ये हमारा उस एटम का, जो एटम यहाँ पर पैक हुआ है, उस एटम का मोलर मास का वैल्यू निकल गया. तो इस छोटे से न्यूमेरिकल के द्वारा आपने देखा कि किस तरह से हम एक एलिमेंट का मोलर मास सही तरीके से निकाल सकते हैं यदि हमको डेंसिटी दिया हुआ हो और सॉलिड स्टेट का एप्लीकेशन करना हो. टेक्स्ट बुक में यू कैन फाइंड मेनी न्यूमेरिकल्स, और आपको उसको सॉल्व करने का प्रयास करना चाहिए, और इस तरह से आपको मदद मिलेगी. सो नेक्स्ट डे विल डिस्कस सम अदर टॉपिक. थैंक यू.